Arsenal are ready to drop a bombshell with a €120 million offer for a sporting superstar. Liverpool have begun the chase for Bayern Munich's wonder kid Jamal Musiala. Mbappe and PSG are in deep trouble with a €100 million debt scandal. Manchester United are preparing a whopping bid for a mysterious young French star. All this and much more in today's issue, and you do not forget to put a like, click on the bell and subscribe. You done yet? Then we can get started. Manchester United are gearing up for a crucial summer transfer window with Erik ten Hag confirmed to stay in charge. This decision, pivotal for the club's strategy, has enabled them to pursue key targets with certainty. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, now a 25% co-owner, is eager to make decisive moves in the market, alongside technical director Jason Wilcox, who is playing a vital role this summer. John Murtough had begun window planning before his departure, providing Ineos with a foundation to build on. Despite ongoing negotiations with Newcastle United for Dan Ashworth as the new sporting director, Manchester United are moving forward. The delay is expected to resolve once Newcastle appoint their own replacement. Meanwhile, Euro 2024 might slow some deals, but United are already taking action. The Red Devils recently failed in an attempt to hijack Tosin Adarabioyo's move to Chelsea and made a proposal for Benjamin Sesko, who renewed with RB Leipzig. They also saw a £45 million bid for Everton's Jared Branthwaite rejected, with Everton valuing him at over £70 million. United haven't given up on Branthwaite, but are considering alternatives like Lille's Lenny Yoro, although Real Madrid are frontrunners for him. Nice's Jean-Claire Todibo is also an option, but UEFA rules prevent a transfer to United. Bayern Munich's Matthijs de Ligt has been discussed, but no concrete move has been made yet. Wolverhampton Wanderers captain Max Kilman is another potential target, though West Ham United seems a more likely destination for him. Manchester United appreciate Crystal Palace's Michael Olise, but prioritise a centre-back and striker. They've contacted Joshua Zirkzee, who has a €40 million release clause at Bologna, though AC Milan are leading the race for him. Other striker options include Evan Ferguson, Ivan Toney, Jonathan David and Stuttgart's Serhou Guirassy. At left-back, United are tracking Bournemouth's Milos Kerkez, valued at £35 million, currently at Euro 2024 with Hungary. In midfield, should Casemiro leave for Saudi Arabia, a new signing would be essential. Saudi clubs Al Hilal and Al Nassr are interested in Casemiro, with potential deals around £30–35 million. Outgoings are also a priority. United aim to raise over £80 million by selling Jadon Sancho and Mason Greenwood. Borussia Dortmund are interested in Sancho but face budget constraints, while Greenwood is attracting interest from Juventus, Lazio and Napoli. Ratcliffe is determined to make a significant impact in his first transfer window, understanding that not all goals can be achieved in one summer. Manchester United are planning over 5 windows, emphasising patience. However, with Ten Hag's position confirmed, Ineos is committed to backing him and setting the tone for the future. Kylian Mbappe is making headlines once again as the French superstar demands a staggering €100 million from Paris Saint-Germain. According to L'Equipe, Mbappe has not received his wages for April, May and possibly June, as PSG reportedly withhold these payments amid his impending move to Real Madrid. Mbappe's current contract with PSG expires on June 30th, and the unresolved financial dispute adds another layer of tension to an already strained relationship. Since Mbappe refused to extend his contract at the start of the 2023 season, his rapport with the club has been rocky. The French international was even frozen out of the first team for a period before being reinstated. The Ligue 1 champions, when approached by L'Equipe, stated that negotiations are continuing to resolve the issue. However, Mbappe's legal team has escalated the matter to the French Professional Football League, which mandates that salaries be paid by the last day of each month. Reports highlight that Mbappe has formally notified PSG to settle the outstanding amount, which includes various bonuses from the recently concluded season. The delay in payments has sparked further controversy, especially given the club's Qatari ownership and the significant sum involved. Previously, Mbappe was sidelined during pre-season activities, only to return to the squad after a verbal agreement with PSG president Nasser Al-Khelaifi. This agreement, however, was never formally documented. and was conditional on Mbappé waiving some bonuses if he stayed with the club without a transfer. Now, with his move to Real Madrid imminent, Mbappé is adamant about receiving what he believes is rightfully his. As Mbappé prepares to don the white of Real Madrid, this financial dispute with PSG adds another dramatic chapter to his storied career. Arsenal are on the brink of securing the sensational signing of Victor Gyökeres from Sporting. The Swedish striker, who has been a revelation in Portugal, is set to join the Gunners for a staggering €120 million deal, including €90 million upfront and €30 million in performance-related add-ons. Gyökeres, who joined Sporting last summer from Coventry City for around €21 million, delivered an extraordinary debut season, racking up 43 goals and 15 assists in 50 competitive appearances. His explosive form has caught the attention of top clubs across Europe, but it's Arsenal who are poised to win the race for his signature. Coventry City, who sold Gyökeres to Sporting, will be particularly keen on this deal going through. The Championship side smartly included a 10% sell-on clause in the transfer, which could see them pocket a substantial €10 million from the move. Considering they initially signed him for just €1.2 million in 2021, Coventry could realise a remarkable profit of nearly €30 million. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta is determined to bolster his attacking options as he aims to finally topple Manchester City and clinch the Premier League title. The acquisition of a world-class striker like Gyökeres is seen as a crucial step towards bridging that gap. Despite sporting €100 million release clause, Arsenal's negotiating team has managed to agree on a total package of €120 million, which reflects their confidence in Gyökeres' ability to make a significant impact at the Emirates. The deal is progressing swiftly, and sources suggest it could be finalised by the end of the month. Arsenal fans can start to get excited as the club edges closer to bringing one of Europe's most prolific forwards to North London. Manchester United are increasingly concerned about their chances of securing Désiré Doué this summer. Sources tell Give Me Sport that Rennes have set a steep asking price for their prized academy graduate, complicating United's pursuit as the new season looms. The Red Devils, who recently clinched European qualification with an FA Cup final victory over Manchester City, have been in talks with Erik ten Hag about extending his contract. This decision underscores their faith in the Dutchman despite a mixed Premier League campaign. Ineos chief executive Sir Jim Ratcliffe, now a 25% co-owner of Manchester United after lengthy negotiations with the Glazers, is collaborating with Ten Hag and key staff to strengthen the squad ahead of pre-season. However, Manchester United's hopes of signing Doué are dwindling. According to GMS sources, the club fears they might miss out on the talented teenager due to competition from Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur. Rennes' star midfielder, Baptiste Santamaria, has praised Doué as one of a kind, further boosting his value. United's scouting team has been impressed with the 19-year-old winger, who has amassed 76 senior appearances, 8 goals and 7 assists since rising through Rennes' ranks. Although Doué primarily operates on the flank, insiders believe he could be a versatile alternative to Rasmus Højlund. Yet, the sticking point remains Doué's price tag. GMS sources reveal that Rennes could demand up to £60 million for the French prodigy, a figure Ten Hag is reluctant to meet given his need to bolster multiple areas of the squad. As the competition heats up, Manchester United's pursuit of Désiré appears increasingly challenging. The dawn of the Arne Slot era at Liverpool has officially begun, with the Dutch manager stepping into the shoes of Jurgen Klopp this week. As Slot, alongside new sporting director Richard Hughes, embarks on a transformative summer at Anfield, Liverpool fans can expect significant changes to the squad that faltered towards the end of the previous season. One name that has caught the eye is Jamal Musiala, Germany's standout performer at Euro 2024. According to the Mirror, Liverpool are plotting a move for the 21-year-old forward, capitalising on his hesitance to renew his contract with Bayern Munich. Musiala, who has already netted twice in Germany's opening matches, is reportedly eager to leave Bayern after rejecting a £150,000 a-week contract extension in March. Liverpool aren't the only club interested, with Chelsea and Manchester City also vying for the former Chelsea Academy star. Musiala, who has expressed a desire to return to England and compete in the Premier League, still has 2 years left on his Bayern deal, meaning a hefty transfer fee will be required to secure his services. The Reds might need to offload some players to balance the books and comply with financial regulations. In the previous season, Musiala was a rare bright spot for Bayern, scoring 12 goals and providing 8 assists in 38 appearances. His performances helped Germany progress to the knockout stages of Euro 2024, delaying any immediate developments on his club future. If Liverpool were to land Musiala, he could slot into the front three, potentially replacing Luis Diaz, who has been linked with Bayern, Barcelona and PSG. Diaz's wage demands have stalled his contract extension talks with Liverpool, making a move away from Anfield plausible. Musiala's versatility and prowess across the forward line make him an exciting prospect. Known for his dribbling skills and vision, the young winger left Chelsea at 16 to join Bayern, where he quickly established himself as one of Europe's top talents. His record of 43 goals in over 160 games for Bayern, coupled with 31 caps for Germany, underscores his quality. Liverpool's pursuit of Musiala will be challenging, given his contract runs until 2026, and Bayern will demand a substantial fee. However, the allure of the Premier League and the opportunity to be a long-term successor to Mohamed Salah might tempt Musiala to make the switch. With the transfer window heating up, all eyes will be on whether Liverpool make a formal move for one of Europe's brightest talents.